there's some amazing aspects of it, even including how the Force uh, perception shifts, right? Because the Force still exists for the Jedi and the Sith,
Yeah.
right? And they're using it in different ways. And it's a lot like, I feel like it's a lot like love, right? Some individuals are using love to lift people up, and some individuals are using love to create fear and to prey on fear or guilt or stress and anxiety, and create all these different feelings around it, right? And suffering, right? Fear and suffering, it all leads to the dark side, right?
Hmm.
So while all of these things coexist, it was perception. Even in the third one, the one that just got re-released, Anakin Skywalker becomes
Oh,
Darth Vader.
yes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Him and Obi-Wan are having a conversation talking about the different sides, and he's saying, and Anakin's there saying, "Well, to me, what the Jedi is doing is wrong."
Hmm.
Right. And so it's all just a perception here. And
Perception.
he knows how to use the Force, and he's doing it in a certain way. Now, to him, to some degree, if what the Jedi is doing is wrong and what he is doing is right, and then that leads to him killing younglings, you might want to rethink the way that you're understanding the world, because if it leads to that type of action, maybe there's something wrong here. So but that was like, he was deep into it and like really thought that he was doing what was right and what would make the whole galaxy a better place. And then same with the Jedi, right? But they had the same kind of power, the same kind of, the Force wasn't saying no, the Sith can't access this because this is only reserved, right? It's a relative experience, and so the Force is just kind of non-biased in that sense.
Yes.
But and that's such a beautiful thing, because it really allows, to me, there's when, just like love, when you're able to choose the greatest, most incredible form of unconditional love, you know, that's free will. That's a choice. And there's something so divine and special and beautiful about that. And instead of using love to create more fear, it's using love to create more love.
And to me, well, first and foremost, Anakin also had other things going on,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I'm doing
That,
my best to. I mean, gosh,
yeah,
we could
to
talk
not,
for hours,
yeah.
and it's so.
So
Yeah.
there
So thank you.
are, and that's the thing with life,
Hmm.
right? We all have we're so multifaceted,
Hmm.
and it would be so easy to boil anyone. And we were talking about this in the previous podcast. It's so easy to judge,
Hmm.
and it's so easy to boil everything down into this is why. But that's another thing I think Star Wars does really well.
Hmm.
Like every character has so much depth, and you see why there is no single right way.
Hmm.
And so you want this to be this dark and light path, but there are only paths. And the dark and the light side, it's not that cut and dry
Hmm.
as you are expressing. And that's how we get into this whole beauty of the Force. The Force, that energy that binds all things and runs through all things, it exists to help others experience themselves, right? To learn, to grow, and it learns and grows simultaneously through the process.
Mm.
And then there's another character who comes in and some of the newer series and is just like, look, your side, their side, it doesn't matter. There is no real side. You're selling arms to them, they're selling arms to you. There really is no side. There just is.
Hmm.
And so I don't have a side. I'm just in it,
Hmm.
is basically his point. And that's the Force, because the flow of the Force is really just about expansion
Hmm.
and expanding awareness, expanding the potential for everyone to grow. And through that, you see the story arc itself grow.
Mhm.
And people make choices. Is this how I want to show up? Is this who I desire to be? Is this how I desire our collective to be? All these choices start to happen throughout the entire flow of the series. And that only happens because the Force does not take sides.